Hello, my name is Jordan Stokes. I have been here at UNT for much of my university career. I got my bachelor's from here and I will be finishing my master's in workforce learning and performance. Alongside of that, I work as an operation manager at LA Fitness. I have worked there a little over 2 years. I do plan on leaving the DFW Metroplex to continue my career in Seattle, Washington. And today I'm going to be going ahead and going over my portfolio with you. Thank you for coming. Now, let's go ahead and start off here. Of course, like I had stated, my name is Jordan Stokes and a picture of me. Like my bio does say, I am a very understanding and considerate individual. I do enjoy picking apart problems and being able to see, the greater issues into them. I do plan on starting my PhD in approximately about 2.5 years. So let's go ahead and take a dive in. I have my resume here. As you can see, I have all of my work. I have my education here. Have not added my latest education for my master's because I have not finished that quite yet. And I added my skills and expertise such as active listening, adaptability, communication, and so on. So taking a look here at this, we also have a link to my LinkedIn, which it looks like that is not going to pull up immediately for us. I am a really big fan of LinkedIn. I have been utilizing it for quite some time now. And so let's go ahead and take a look into some of our projects. Now, one of my favorite by far is Safety for All. This was a presentation that I had created to essentially, make people that didn't feel seen in day-to-day life actually get that experience. A lot of people deal with mental health issues and such, so taking a look at this, I was able to go ahead and create all original content. I had only utilized YouTube maybe once or twice. So of course we start here with a motivational speech with Will Smith. This really focused in on a blog format. I wanted to interact with as many people as possible, so I always put, what's your favorite childhood food, the opinions of others, and I was really lucky to be able to get some great talent to be able to interview. For example, I had here where we asked something about mental health. Hello, what's your name?
Stress. Stress.
Stress?
Stress.
Okay. Is some of the stuff that you're stressing about, do you think other people could relate?
Yes and no. Work-wise, possibly. Family-wise, maybe. But I mean, everybody's experience is different. My experience is different, especially because of who I am. So I may, I don't know, cope with stress differently than others based off experience.
Okay. So this is just one great example. This entire particular project was going over mental health and safe spaces and the importance of them. Not everyone can feel safe speaking to a close friend or relative in person. So the internet is a great vessel to get that acceptability. Of course, as we all know, the internet can be a dark place where people, we can experience cyberbullying and so on and so on. Here was another example. I labeled it Brown Table Talk. And it had two participants kind of talking about different questions relating to mental health. Being a hooligan, doing bad things. So being at the gym really gets to clear my mind and make sure I'm not getting myself in trouble.
What usually brings me to people, like as far as like affecting your mental health? Like I know a lot of people they have like they have family issues, or they struggle in like certain environments, like outside of work or whatever.
I would say family issues because especially since like all my friends went to college, I'm out of my house a lot. So like dealing with my family, it's nice to like get away and take some time for myself.
Apart from your family issues, what separates your emotions from outside the gym? Like what do you feel outside of the gym and compared to your safe place?
Outside of the gym, sometimes I can feel a little bottled up. I can't be as open with people. So, of course, this was another example on this particular project about, putting mental health first, There's a big stigma of mental health in terms of people, not feeling necessarily comfortable to talk about it, which, really can be an issue. So what we go ahead and take a look here as well is we're going to go ahead and look at what's next for advancement. So here we talk about the neurological science and its connection to criminology. So a lot of us have watched, Netflix series such as, Mindhunter, and me myself, I'm a really big crime junkie. I love to study true crime. So this particular project was right up my alley. So there is a really big link between neurological science and criminal justice. We can kind of um, we can break down exactly what our serial killers thinking. Not everyone fits into a box, but of course, for example, about 90% of serial killers typically have a really rough childhood growing up. Typically, serial killers will be Caucasian. They're going to show signs of what they are to do, such as doing arson at a young age, 15, 16. So there definitely is a step-by-step process into them committing some of the crimes that they do. I greatly appreciated doing this project because it was, like I said, I love true crime. So it was really interesting to learn about, connecting neurological science to criminology. Here on our Creating Cohesion, here we went ahead. This was a project that I actually was able to create. So here in this particular project, I utilized Canvas to create a class, which definitely made me have a lot of respect for teachers, especially utilizing the Canvas and Blackboard models, because it's not as easy as I always thought it was. So here in this project, I kind of just went over a lot. Hello, my name is Jordan Stokes, and today we'll be going over my class that I have created. This class is called Creating Cohesion Through Training. Now, what we're going to be going ahead and doing here is making sure that we are creating a training manual that is perfect for training a front desk at LA Fitness. So I utilized this, being the operation manager at a LA Fitness, it was extremely helpful to be able to create something like this because I was able to bring it to my supervisor and kind of implement it to, how we do our everyday, um, so on and so on. So that was really fun to do as well. I think, those particular three projects, amongst many others, are some of my favorites because mental health is really important to me. Criminal justice, neurological sciences, keeping people safe, and the interest in true crime is also important. And being able to build people up also is something that I have always found to be essential, especially in management. Now, of course, when it comes to the Folio Tech, I have greatly appreciated utilizing the service. It did take a little bit of time for me to understand how to fully utilize it, but I have had great interest in doing so. Here I had put a little bit of my key tags that are the most important. Learning, like I had said before, I do plan on starting my PhD in a few years. I found myself, especially towards the end of my bachelor's, very sad that it was ending. I kind of found myself a little obsessed with learning new information. And while, of course, you can learn new language. There's always new ways to learn new information, even through popular things such as YouTube. There's always new ways to learn. Then, highly communicative and critical thinking. I always am a huge fan of being able to have an intelligent argument with someone. I don't want to yell and scream, but I do find great power into having a respectful conversation. Um, I have never been afraid of public speaking. In fact, I'm a big fan of it. I've also been a singer throughout much of my life. So being able to talk or sing in crowds or be in front of crowds have never phased me. So overall, I believe that these phrases are very important to me. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this. So what we went over, of course, was my elevator pitch, going over, who I am, my job. I went ahead and gave a great overview of my portfolio, and then I showed you three different projects, such as my Creating Cohesion, where I created a classroom, and then we went ahead and went over the neurological science connection to criminology. And then last but not least, of course, we did go over our website, Safety for All, that focuses on mental health. Thank you so much, and everyone have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.